Hi, Sean at Action Sprout here again. Learning from what happens on Facebook is a really important aspect of increasing your reach and engagement. And I really think that actually the best use of Facebook is one of constant experimentation and learning. So I'm going to show you how to use the timeline section of your Action Sprout account to learn from the things that you've shared to your Facebook page. Now, if you watched a couple of other videos that I've shared, you'll notice that I'm using a different account here. I'm using an account called Cats O' Mine, which is a real Facebook page with real fans and real followers, so I can show you some engagement metrics that are happening on that particular page. So here I am inside of the timeline section of that Action Sprout account, and you'll notice that this shows the posts that I have made to that particular page. So you can see 4 days ago I made this post, and if I scroll down, 4 days, 11 days, so you can see the posts that have been made on that Facebook page. And we bring back and we analyze the metrics on each of those posts. And we present them in an easy to read format, where we pull out the most important aspects in these little purple tags. And we score each post based on the engagement and how well it performs above Facebook average that we get from all of the posts that we monitor and analyze. In this case, this particular post was more likable and had more comments and was more engaging than an average Facebook post would be. And if I jump into this details area here, I can actually drill into that and understand it. So in the analysis section, you'll actually get some stuff about how much above average it was and what does it mean to be likable. You can also see the raw metrics around it. In this case, I always pay attention to engagement rate. I'm looking for posts, for stories and things that are going to get above 5%, but really at the 9% or higher level is where I'm looking for things there. So when I find things that do that, I want to do more of those in the future. In this case, this had an 18% engagement rate. That's really good. You can also see the virality, how much it's being shared versus how many just the people who are fans of your page see it, and lots of different metrics related to that particular post. So it reached 98 people and 4 of them loved it as the reaction that they had around it. You can also see any ads that you ran through Action Sprout related to that post. In this case, it didn't have any. And kind of a fun little party trick is the ROI tab, which shows you the earned media value. This is based off the ad industry of what that post is worth. So if anybody ever asks you, hey, what does it matter that you're doing all of this Facebook stuff? You can say, well, that was worth $5 for that particular post. And as you come in and scroll down, you'll notice that these tags are different. So in this case, this post is shareable. If I keep going down here, you'll notice that this one has a little green arrow on it. That means it overperformed. It was above average engagement. And so we're constantly scoring your posts and looking at them relative to stuff you've done in the past to find the ones that are above average. So if you get a little green arrow, it means that's something you want to really pay attention and probably do more of. This post was also promoted. So if I jump in here to the More section, and I go to that little ads area, you can see the stats for the ads that were run from the Action Sprout Quick Promote section. And so you can learn which audience in which location had, say, the lowest cost per unique click or lowest cost per link click. So you can really understand for this story against these audiences, which one was most effective. And then again, you can also see that ROI. So in this case, a little more compelling than that $5 one. Now, on this, there's also a couple of other things that you'll be able to find. So I'm going to scroll back up here and just jump to this one. You can instantly promote any of the posts that you've made using the Action Sprout Quick Promote system. In this case, I don't have any templates set up, but you could create a template and promote that. You could also send it to Voices if it's a high-performing post and you want to push it out to your digital volunteer network that you have set up in your Action Sprout Voices network. And under this little thing here, there's a couple other things that you can do here. If it's a high-performing post, you can reshare it a couple days later. Highly recommend you do this. Overperforming posts that perform good one day, if you wait 2 or 3 days and then reshare it again, assuming it's actually still relevant, will actually overperform again. So if you go ahead and hit reshare, you can push it out and get some more engagement and more reach from that particular story. You can view it on Facebook. You can also send this to Action Sprout as a recommended story suggestion. and we'll evaluate it, and we'll put it into the stories network around the topic that you drop it into. So if you're part of a topic network inside of the Action Sprout Stories section, you can actually help find and recommend really great stories that the rest of the network should be sharing to help elevate the entire movement and network that you're part of. And then the last is my little favorite trick, especially for new growing pages, and that's inviting to like. So you click invite to like, it's going to bring up a list of everyone who's liked that post. This is really great if you're promoting your post because you're going to get a lot of people who will like the post but haven't liked your page yet. So in this case, Linda here has not liked my page, and so I can just hit invite, and that's going to send an invite from the Cats Oh My page to Linda asking her to like the page. And it'll be a notification that she gets in Facebook. And I could do the same thing down here with Brianna. And so what we find is that of the people that you invite, about 40 to 60% will actually end up liking the page. So it's a great way as you're pushing out content, as you're getting better at engagement and figuring out what actually gets people to like and react on your posts, you can then invite them and it builds the organic following of your page so you can increase the number of likes that you have on your page. So that's using the Action Sprout timeline system, understanding some of the metrics that are there, and then how to use that to then accelerate the stuff that you're doing. If you take nothing else away from this, it's learn from what works and do more of it. Learn what doesn't work and do less of it. And your reach and engagement will grow pretty substantially over a couple week to a couple of month period. It's a process, but it's a learning process where you use metrics to get better and perform a lot better. As always, if you need us, you can find and get help from our experts by clicking the little help bubble in the lower right-hand corner there and talk with us directly. And our team is here to help and assist any way we can to help you get better at Facebook and reach and engage more people. Thanks for listening.